The pairing that everyone has been waiting for since they both contested the league final in May, but this is their first All-Ireland meeting in 18 years. A long-standing and at times in the past poisonous rivalry means there is no county in the country against whom Kilkenny would rather win a fourth successive All-Ireland, and no county that would take greater pleasure in denying them. It couldn't be poised better, and it doesn't disappoint.
Kilkenny surprised some when they announced their team on Friday night. Derek Ling has been recalled to midfield and Richie Hogan given a first All-Ireland final start at wing forward. All of which means demotion for Cha Fitzpatrick and Martin Comerford. Joining them on the bench is Noel Hickey as the Cats opt for JJ Delaney at full-back and John Tennyson at wing half. The side is captained by Henry Shefflin, who like three other squad members is bidding for his 7th All-Ireland medal. However, it's the same again for Tipperary, with 3 of today's starters playing in a second All-Ireland final. Goalkeeper Brendan Cummins starred in 2001 against Galway, as did Owen Kelly and Lar Corbett. And while Cummins is the oldest playing in this final at 34, the youngest is 18-year-old Noel McGrath, picked at right corner forward. Tipperary have a couple of 20-year-olds among the backs, Porrick Maher at number 3, and the unrelated Brendan Maher at left half-back. It's the final most people have wanted to see for the past couple of years. Tip have certainly longed for it, and now Kilkenny have the chance to complete their absolute domination. Lar Corbett has gone to left half forward as the All-Ireland final gets underway, and it is Kilkenny from left to right. Whatever light breeze there is in the first half is back in Kilkenny. Straight away the pressure here on Jackie Turrell, but he gets in a very good clearance, a huge one down. Pressure immediately on the Tipperary full-back line, a little fumble back there, but they managed to get that ball, Paul Curran in particular, and that's going to be a free out for Tipperary. Nervous, anxious seconds in the opening moments of this All-Ireland final. Nice ball in there towards Henry Shefflin, looking for the opening score of the match, trying to set something up for his other forwards. Out there came Richie Hogan, couldn't quite get it up. And there was a chop down on this occasion, which is penalised by the referee. Very demonstrative in the way in which he made the call that time, Diarmuid Kerwin. And a chance for Kilkenny then to get their first point of the match, just to ease themselves into this game. Perhaps reinforce the fact that they are playing in a huge game, as Henry Shefflin puts that one over the bar. Such a good free taker, but that was a relatively easy one to start with. Diagonal ball across here, the one that caused problems, and it's going to cause problems again. What a very good save by Brendan Cummins. It was there for Henry Shefflin to take, and the goalkeeper got down to deny the Ballyhale Shamrocks player.
Watch what he did, he stayed on his feet, he didn't panic when Shefflin got through, he stayed on his feet to the last minute and went down and made a good save off his left side.
Back in the centre here is James Woodlock. Driving it down, Kavanagh under pressure there with Noel McGrath. In comes Lar Corbett. Lar, 45 metres out, hits the shot and he puts it over the bar. First of the day for Lar Corbett. It's Eddie Brennan having a go. It's going to drop short into the arms there of Brendan Cummins. Cummins getting away from Aidan Fogarty to his centre half back, who's Conor O'Mahony. Henry Shefflin's after him, trying to hook him, does well. Into the middle of the park, stopped there by Michael Rice. On as far as Owen Larkin. Larkin has a go and Larkin puts it over the bar.
And you see again, Joe, what Henry Shefflin brings to the team. That's what separates him from all the players. The work rate and his hunger is unbelievable. He ran 50 yards there to hook Conor O'Mahony and Owen Larkin an easy score.
Pressure on Tipperary's backline once more. Richie Power trying to impress. Out comes Brendan Maher once again. And certainly the questions you might ask beforehand about the two Mahers at the back, they've been answered, the questions, because they've done well. Out as far as Lar Corbett. Lar Corbett's got one already, and Lar Corbett's got a second. Great point. Wonderful score by Lar, and the teams are level once again, level for the third time. John O'Brien under it with Henry Shefflin of Kilkenny, who did enough on it to get it back to Michael Rice, who provides the ball inside. This time it's Richie Power trying to pick it up. There too is Aidan Fogarty, the corner forward. Tipped there in numbers with Porrick Maher, and helped out here by Declan Fanning in the green helmet. Gets it away towards Lar Corbett. Lar chasing after this one, taking it down that wing. They're all after him. Richie Power's after him. Can't get to him. Lar strikes, and Lar hits an absolute beauty. A third for Lar Corbett. 3 shots at the target, 3 points, and Tipperary lead the match by 2. It's Tipperary 10, Kilkenny 8. Lar Corbett, they were saying beforehand, is he in form? Will he deliver? He certainly delivered a wonderful first half. Tipperary have done well in this first half. They have battled hard with Kilkenny, the champions of the last 3 years. But the champions have so much class, so much skill all over the park. And they've got Larkin now to try and break through the half-back line. Out towards Eddie Brennan it comes. Brennan going for the target. And Brennan puts it straight between the sticks. It's 3 for Eddie Brennan. It's 10 for Kilkenny. 10 points apiece. Close to half-time. This time it's Pat Kerwick who gets there. Does well, but then it came out to Woodlock. They couldn't take it. Michael Kavanagh could. Eddie Brennan struggling to contain it. Back towards Woodlock once more. Woodlock going through. Out there as far as Owen Kelly. Under pressure. What a shot. What a point. What a player. 8 points for Owen Kelly. Richie Hogan in there. Didn't quite handle it, but it comes instead to Richie Power, who was immediately behind him and anticipating. Declan Fanning now chasing after it. Power's after it again. Hasn't scored so far. He'd love a point. And that's beautifully put over the bar. Richie Power's first. He's injured his hand as well. Bravely carrying it through there. Only 23 years of age. Well, he's a young player who'd only just started primary school when these counties met in the last final. His dad was playing in that. Kicked forward by Shane McGrath. In there towards Noel McGrath. They'll be hoping to get more from him or from Kerwick. Here's Kerwick's got a lot of pace. Cleverly playing it inside to Calnan. Goal shot!
Oh, save, a brilliant save.
What a save. An amazing stop by PJ Ryan. Top drawer. Seamus Calnan had the goal at his mercy. Worth looking at again. It was a clever ball in by Pat Kerwick into Callanan. Should have scored, but for the intervention of the marvellous PJ Ryan. 5.5 minutes into the second half. Paddy Stapleton back there. They're still trailing. Out by Conor O'Mahony. Poor ball. Dropped there by Tommy Welsh, who was absolutely word and foot perfect in the first half. This time support coming from John Tennyson. Oh, they've given it away again. And an opportunity for Tipperary to put it over the bar. 2 in a row for Seamus Callanan. The drum and inch player really comes alive in the second half. Well, that time it was gifted to him anyway, but his shooting was unerring. Good ball as far as Calnan, fumbling, holding on to it, however. Again, support arriving here. That time, Shane McGrath over his left shoulder, hitting, hoping, watching it drop over the bar. Shane McGrath from midfield gets his first, and it's Tipperary who are back in front in the All-Ireland final once again. Over the head of Noel McGrath, coming to take it. Here is Lar Corbett, 3 points in the first half. Back in again. That's wide. It was a glorious chance. Owen Kelly.
And we saved again, Ger. But really, Owen Kelly, normally 9 times out of 10, that's in the back of the net. And really, Tipperary are leaving Kilkenny in this game now. They should have 2 goals scored. Brilliant pass by Corbett. And Owen had more time. I think he had more time than he thought.
It really was a superb save. Absolutely brilliant. Quite amazing that we haven't had any goals in this final so far. Owen Kelly's come out to take it. So now, has he the range? Has he got the direction? Has he the accuracy? The answer to all 3 questions, yes. 9 for Kelly, 15 for Tip. They lead by 1. Marvellous All-Ireland hurling final. We're in the 17th minute of the second half. Lar Corbett from a huge distance. He can do little wrong this afternoon. He's on a roving commission way out the field. 3 points in the first half. Make it now 4. And it's 17 points to 15. 4 shots. 4 points from Lar. Through the middle, the puck out comes. Picked up here in the centre. by the racing Eddie Brennan. 3 points in the first half was his tally. Needs assistance. Into the centre here to Michael Fennelly. Fennelly striking from 45 metres out and wanting to lay down a marker immediately. Good score. That's one back.
Yeah, that was great play by Eddie Brennan, but you notice he was covered by the 3 Tipperary players, and Shane McGrath's pace came into play there, and he had to play it back outside. He did very well.
Martin Comerford will be coming in, it seems, very shortly. A short puck out here as far as Brendan Maher. From left half back, it's cut out across over there and delivered back down into the danger area towards TJ Reid. Well, can he exert the same kind of influence? You might remember back to 2007, by the way, Richie Park came on as a sub then as well. He also got 4 points in that final. The line ball to be taken by Brendan Maher from Borrisoleigh. Catches it really well. It flies through the air into the half forward. That was a wild swipe there. And the referee is going to take action against Benny Dunn, I think.
Now
Benny, very definitely the guilty party.
The greatest of credit to Tommy Walsh. He's straight back up on his feet. I think a lot of other players would have stayed down, but it's still a red card, John.
It's a red card. Tipperary lose their substitute Benny Dunn. Henry Shefflin hitting this one from the free and putting it over the bar. It's a magnificent shot by Henry Shefflin from such a huge distance. 7 points for Shefflin.
You see,
watch this again.
Goes straight across. Oh, very dangerous. Straight into the face. And I think Tommy Walsh just showed, if anyone wanted the toughness that we just got. He went down, got straight back up on his feet, didn't in any way try to get the player sent off, but he had to go for that.
That's back out as far as Brendan Maher from the puck out. Now Tipperary really have it all to do, and it's going to be a free in. That time Owen Kelly fouled. Free in for Owen Kelly, a chance for him to get his 11th point in this final. Owen Kelly to strike this.
He's going to go for the goal, I think.
Okay, Mystic Meg Duignan's at it again. It's slightly at an angle. It's not absolutely central. It's saved. And once again, PJ Ryan makes a magnificent stop. Okay, he had support behind him and he went for it, but it was a good save. 3 saves in the second half now by PJ Ryan. First class each one of them, and it remains at 17 points apiece. So, from the 65, centrally positioned, straight over. It's Tipperary 18, it's Kilkenny 17. PJ Ryan ready to take this, the 32-year-old goalkeeper. Oh, a slip by Conor O'Mahony. Here's an opportunity. Fed inside there, in for power, trying to get away from the attentions of a couple of players, one of them Paul Curran, and it's a penalty. And they go out straight away to remonstrate with referee Diarmuid Kerwin. That was interesting. Where did that happen?
Here's coming for through now. Passed the ball that little bit early, I thought. This Tower is held up there. Not a whole lot wrong with that. Hurling over the neck.
Oh, he just about made the large square eventually.
Yeah, but yet even doubt was it a free, you know.
Well, it is a penalty, and it's Henry Shefflin who's going to take it. There are 3 on the goal line. Pádraig Maher, Brendan Commons is there as well, and also Conor O'Mahony. Commons is ready. Shefflin is as well. He's got 8 points so far. They need it. It's in the back of the net. Henry Shefflin cracks in his 22nd ever championship goal, and it's 119 to 21 points. 22-21, the goal coming in the 63rd minute.
Yeah, an absolute rocket from Shefflin. Straight over the head of Pádraig Maher, and no, there's no saving in that.
It'll be a big talking point, however, the award of the penalty. Now, will that energise Kilkenny, who were giving second best, but were never prepared to give way completely to Tipperary? Back come the team looking for 4 in a row. Back comes Owen Larkin. 1 point so far. In for Comerford. It's in the back of the net. 2 in a row. The game has turned around, and the substitute Martin Comerford scores in the 64th minute. It's 2 goals, 1 from a penalty, 1 from play in the space of 60 seconds, and it has turned around the 2009 All-Ireland Hurling Final. And Kilkenny feel they're on their way to victory. Dropped there by Declan Fanning, collected here by Owen Larkin. We're into stoppage time. A minute and 40 seconds still to be played. Larkin dancing away from the challenge of Paddy Stapleton and driving it over the bar. 2 for Owen Larkin in this final. Another for Kilkenny. They stretch the lead to 4 points. It's 2:21 to 23 points. And we're in the 71st minute.
Another brilliant score by Larkin. You know, at this stage of the game to have that type of pace and power. Unbelievable.
This time it's John Tennyson, another man with a red helmet on the half back line, getting it out there as far as TJ Reid. Huge one back down towards Eddie Brennan. Batted out there by Pádraig Maher, the fullback for Tipperary, has played his heart out. Looks to be tiring, however. This time it's collected by Richie Power, and Kilkenny have time. They have the lead. They have the ball as well to Owen Larkin, and they have a point. And Larkin's got a third. And surely now, that's a winning score. Surely now, the champions of the last 3 years are not going to be denied by a late goal by Tipperary. Tip will believe there is still some hope if they can get a goal. But they need more than a goal at this stage. They're behind by 5 points. They need 2. They have possession. Pádraig Maher. The 2 minutes have almost now been played by match referee Diarmuid Kerwin. That bounces back out here again towards McGrath. Comes back once again and it's collected by Tommy Welsh. Tommy Welsh has the ball. Kilkenny have the trophy. It's Kilkenny who are the All-Ireland champions for 2009. They are the first team to do 4 in a row since the 1940s. They've come from a position where they look to be a losing team at the early stages of the second half. But Brian Cody's team had character. They had key players in key areas. They had leaders all over the field. They've shown us what marvellous hurlers they are. Tipperary, to give them their due, gave it everything they had. I've no doubt in my mind there's an All-Ireland in this Tipperary team. The tears are falling from young eyes at this stage, Tipperary eyes. But Tipperary can be proud because they put it up to the Cats this afternoon, and we had a memorable final at Croke Park. GA President Christy Cooney then handing over the Liam McCarthy Cup, and it's to Michael Fennelly and Kilkenny, the champions once again. It's the 4 in a row.
It gives me great honour and privilege to lift the Liam McCarthy Cup for a 4th year in a row on behalf of this superb and most talented Kilkenny team and management. I'd like to thank Tipperary. I know, lads, you'll be disappointed, but the last 2 years, lads, have been supreme for yourselves. Lads, I've no doubt, over the next 5 years, you'll be the top contenders for this Liam McCarthy Cup. We done the 3 in a row in 2008.
The final score is Kilkenny 2 goals and 22 points. Tipperary 23 points.